Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of corporate filings. Today we're diving into a Bitcoin Depot report. Don't worry, this isn't about explaining cryptocurrency, it's about understanding how they're managing their money. Let's see if they're stacking sats or just spinning their wheels. This report is called an 8K, and it's basically a snapshot of important events that a company wants its investors to know about right away. In this case, the earliest event they're reporting is in March of 2025. So what happened then? Well, it looks like Bitcoin Depot made a significant change to their credit agreement. This is basically a fancy way of saying they adjusted the terms of a big loan. Specifically, they're talking about something called Amendment Number 1 to their second amended and restated credit agreement. That's a mouthful, but it all boils down to them tweaking their loan. The key players involved here are Silverview Credit Partners, who are acting as the administrative agent, which means they're the main point of contact for the lenders. Then there's Kiosk Holdco LLC, which is a subsidiary or a smaller company under Bitcoin Depot, and they're the ones actually borrowing the money. Also, there is BT Holdco LLC, which is another smaller company under Bitcoin Depot, and they're the ones actually borrowing the money. Also, there is BT Holdco LLC, which is another smaller company under Bitcoin Depot, and it is called a holdings entity. Finally, there are subsidiary guarantors, which are smaller entities that secure the loan. Okay, so what exactly did they change? The big thing is they extended the maturity date of the loans. This means they push back the date when they have to pay the money back. It used to be June of 2026, but now it's December of 2027. That gives them an extra year and a half to come up with the cash. It's like getting an extension on your homework assignment, but with much bigger consequences if you fail. The amendment also includes a revised amortization schedule. An amortization schedule is just a payment plan, basically. So they've changed the payment plan to match the new later deadline. It's like when you stretch out a loan to lower your monthly payments, but you end up paying more interest in the long run. Now, item 2.03 is about creating a financial obligation. It's basically saying, hey, we just took on some more debt, so you should know about it. They're referencing the information we just talked about in item 1.01, so there's no new information here. Okay, now for my take. Bitcoin Depot seems to be playing a bit of a balancing act. On one hand, extending the loan gives them more breathing room and flexibility. They don't have to scramble to pay it all back as quickly, which could free up cash for other investments or operations. However, extending the loan also means they'll likely be paying more interest overall. It's a classic case of short-term relief versus long-term cost. It looks like they are kicking the can down the road. The big question is, what are they planning to do with that extra time? Are they going to use it to grow the business, increase revenue, and become more profitable? Or are they just hoping that something will magically change? If they can't turn things around and start generating more cash, that extra year and a half might not be enough. And here's the other thing to consider. Lenders don't usually extend loan maturity dates for free. They often demand something in return, like a higher interest rate or stricter terms. So it's possible that Bitcoin Depot is paying a premium for this extension. Overall, this move suggests that Bitcoin Depot might be facing some financial challenges. Extending the loan isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's a sign that they need to be extra careful about managing their money and executing their business strategy. This could be a positive or a negative sign depending on the future, but if the company doesn't have any plan for success, then it might mean disaster. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, give us a like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. Let me know what company you want me to decode next.